This is the story for today. We got the Twitch CEO steps down after 16 years after controversy-filled year. And this is a pretty big deal. The Twitch CEO, he's been around since Twitch was Justin TV. Like, it's been a long time since then. All right, so this is the article. Emmett Shear is no longer the boss of Twitch after 16 long punctuated by various... Wait, what? Who wrote this article? Who wrote this article? After 16 long... And then that's it. After 16 long years, punctuated by various controversies, the co-founder and only CEO the Amazon-owned streaming platform has ever known announced he's stepping down to spend more time with his family. With my first child being born, I've been reflecting on my future with Twitch. Shear wrote in a blog post on Thursday, Twitch often feels to me like a child I've been raising as well, and while I will always want to be there if Twitch needs me, at 16 years old, it feels like to me, Twitch is ready to move out of the house and venture in alone. In October 2006, we started working on live video for the internet. That became Twitch. More than 16 years later, I'm now a father and ready to move on to my next phase of life. I wrote a blog post, but the short version is thank you so much for everyone who built this with me. Shear, who started working with Twitch at Justin.TV. That's what it was before Twitch. Back in 2007, will be replaced by current Twitch president Dan Clancy. Arrived at the company as recently as 2019 after long stints at both NASA and Google. Pretty fucking cool. Shear said he will continue to work with Twitch in an advisory role, but writes that he no longer fears that the platform will die without my guidance and input. I'll give my thoughts about that. As we get through the article. Twitch CEO Emmett Shear resigning and locking his posts so no one can respond is exactly on point with how he acted as the leader of Twitch, completely disconnected from the community and creators, wrote Twitch partner Loco TV. In the quote, tweets and comments elsewhere on social media, creators debated Shear's legacy as Twitch faces ongoing criticism that it's disconnected from the needs and desires of streamers and their fans. Oh, this is it. Loco TV. This is the response. Is locking in his posts so no one can respond is exactly on point with, she was saying, he locked. Okay, I got it. He locked his posts so nobody could respond to him on Twitter. Okay. Twitch was born when Justin TV spun its gaming-centric streams off in 2011 and was bought by Amazon in 2014 for just under $1 billion. Since then, the platform has grown and changed a ton, with its most popular streamers expanding into content beyond gaming, effectively operating everything from daily talk shows to sketch comedy. That's so true. Like the fact that Justin TV, what was Justin TV back then, has evolved into Twitch, and then you think about everything that Twitch has evolved into since that time. Like, it started off as a place for like dudes to stream World of Warcraft and like RuneScape live. You know what I mean? Like, we're talking like OG Asmongold World of Warcraft streams. You know what I mean? Like, it's crazy that that's how it started and what like the amount of content and the diversity of content that is expanded into. But it's also under tons of scrutiny around creator payment splits. Yeah. Targeted harassment, yeah, and streamers profiting off of things like gambling, yeah. Twitch outraged many creators last year when it announced at the end of the special 70-30 split for top performers. At the time, it claimed that the revenue changes were the result of higher fees charged by Amazon Web Services, its parent company cloud computing money maker. This is true. Honestly, if you guys didn't realize that this was the case, because I know that there's a bunch of streamers like in my chat and then like, you know, whoever might watch this on YouTube after it's posted. Amazon hemorrhages money operating Twitch. If you guys didn't know that, they're losing money between operating Twitch, like the Amazon Web Services, the amount of money that it costs to operate Amazon Web Services to support Twitch and to support people's streams. And on top of that, them having Amazon Prime subscriptions, I don't know why I said it like that, Amazon Prime subscriptions on top of that as well as a thing that they do to provide to the platform. So it offers a free subscription every single month, but then they have to go pay the streamer for it. They're not making money like on Twitch. They're not making money, Amazon. And anyways, we'll get into it. During TwitchCon 2022, monetization of Chief Mike Minton defended the change. What? Who wrote this article? Did anybody? Am I confused? During TwitchCon monetization. Oh, that's his title. I didn't take this in. I thought it was a monetization chief. I didn't even know that was a thing. Mike Minton defended the change, claiming that it was about being fair to the majority of creators who don't pull in big numbers and have been dealing with the 50-50 split for years. It was the same event that streamer and adult actress Adriana Chechik broke her back after falling into an unsafe foam pit at Lenovo's booth. Yeah, we all know about that. At the same time, Twitch has been bleeding some of its biggest stars to YouTube. More recently, the platform has tried to address long-standing complaints over controversial features like channel raids. Wait, what? What's controversial about channel raids? Oh, hate raids. Never mind. I take that back. And improve moderation and user safety on the platform. Still, steady exodus of staff and high-ranking executives leaves big questions about Twitch. About how Twitch will compete in a world dominated by short-form video on platforms like YouTube and TikTok. With the arrival of my son, the time has come for me to focus my energies on building the tiny little startup family, and I'm ready to dedicate my energies there, Sheer wrote today. Twitch will always remain part of my extended family, a community where I grew in so many ways alongside Twitch itself. Yeah, I mean, this last bit of it really like sums up the article and like what the future holds. I think a lot of people had issues with the Twitch CEO, with like Sheer as a CEO, simply because of like lack of communication and direction with the way the website was going. But again, you hear it if you guys listen to like any of the major streamers who are in contact with Twitch executives or who are in contact with like the fucking Twitch CEO Sheer before he resigned, Amazon hemorrhages money keeping Twitch alive. Between like the Amazon Web Services and between the Amazon Primes that's costing them money. Like, perfect example, and it's the most obvious example, Asmongold hated the changes in advertising policies for partnered streamers because he hated that. Because he hated that viewers who were non-subscribers were getting smacked with like ad stacks of like 5 ad stacks, 7 ad stacks, 8 ad stacks at a time, like fucking 3 minutes worth of ad stacks that they had to sit through to like get back to watching him on his Asmongold channel. So that's why he created the Zach Rar channel, right? Because he wanted, like, Zach Rar is non-monetized, it's not affiliated, it's non-partnered, despite the fact that he pulls like, 25,000, 30,000 concurrent viewers at any one time. Like, he's on right now as I'm filming this. But because he doesn't monetize his channel, Amazon is literally hemorrhaging money keeping that channel alive because they're not making ad revenue off of it where they would otherwise make a lot of ad revenue for a channel that size. They're not making subscription money. They're not making bits money. They're not making anything. They're not making anything at all. And so they're spending like somebody, I can't remember, it might have been Mizkif that said that Amazon's spending like $20,000 a day to keep the Zach Rar channel up and like going out to as many people as it does, because they're not fucking making any money off of it. And then you think about like, okay, how many big streamers are they spending thousands of dollars every single day to keep their streams up, but they're not bringing in that money in return. So then it becomes an ROI question, right? Like a return on investment based on how much they're spending to keep the streams alive, let alone like mine. Like I wonder how small of a channel like mine or any of ours in chat, like how much it costs Amazon to keep them up. Probably not a lot. It probably doesn't cost them a lot. It's probably like one of those $2 a days kind of thing. But anyways, look, there's a lot of fucking controversies and like everything going on. And now this whole like kick.com thing, not only is Twitch losing major streamers to YouTube, like in droves, like in huge droves, because YouTube is throwing amazing contracts at them, treating them really, really well, where Twitch is not. They're also losing some of their biggest streamers by far to kick.com. And whether kick.com survives is like a whole nother question, a whole nother video in and of itself. But like, Twitch is not in a good way. Twitch is not in a good way. That's for fucking sure. So, whoever takes over the platform better have some good ideas and some good plans to sort of like, help out with the state of Twitch. Otherwise, they're like, the website's not headed in a good direction, man. At least like financially speaking, there's only so long that Amazon as the parent company is going to continue to hemorrhage money on Twitch before they're like, fuck this. You know what I mean? It's the same thing that happened with Mixer. Like, there's only so long Microsoft, think about the level of Microsoft. There's only so long that Microsoft is going to be willing to hemorrhage money onto Mixer before it shut shit down. And it wasn't very long, realistically. And it's like, I'd imagine the same thing. So, whoever takes over as CEO better have some much better plans to figure it out, let alone I didn't know if you guys know this, by the way, but Twitch viewership, like Twitch overall viewership across the whole platform, is down like 10%. Now, that's an issue of the pandemic. The pandemic played a lot into that. People were home, so a lot of people started streaming, and then a lot of people started watching streaming, right? So you get the big peak in the pandemic, and then, of course, now that, like, pretty much the world is back to what, like 90% normal, I guess, besides some like weirdos who still cling on to the pandemic like it's like, the biggest issue concerning the world right now. But besides that, viewership has dropped, and it'll probably continue to drop. You know what I mean? Unless they can do something, unless Twitch can do something to figure it out. And hear me out for a second. And this might be, hear me out for a second, and then I'm going to read chat. And this will be included in the video, by the way. So if you guys want to chat something, or you guys have a thought on it, toss it in now, because then I'll read it in a second. Here's something that I think the Twitch CEO should do that I think would help the platform, is figuring out a better growth algorithm for smaller streamers. Again, I might be biased. I might be utterly and completely biased in this. I think that having such a small percentage of major streamers at the tippity top of Twitch, and then like everyone below them is not even fucking close in regards to like the money that they bring in, the concurrent viewers, and how they get promoted on the algorithm. I think all those things play a role into Twitch's declining ecosystem, because there's simply not enough bigger creators and mid-sized creators to bridge that gap that keeps people on the platform and keeps people spending money on the platform. So that's twofold: keeping people watching advertisements on the platform, and then keeping people spending money on the platform. Because to me, what the most obvious disparity on Twitch is you have absurdly huge streamers and then everyone else. And there's like a few mid-sized streamers here and there, but the vast majority of streamers are tiny as fuck. And Twitch does literally nothing to help those streamers grow at all. There's no like really good Twitch discovery algorithm. When you open up your Twitch page, like at the, when you open up your Twitch page and it's like, oh, recommended channels, it's literally like one center channel and then like a couple other channels beside that you could like scroll through, but nobody does that and nobody uses that feature. I don't know how, I don't know why, I don't know where, I don't know what, but because I don't have the answers, I'm not going to pretend to. I think one of the biggest problems that they need to address is simply the ecosystem of not having like a bunch of ultra big streamers and then literally everybody else under it, and maybe like a few people in between, but it's not even close. It's not even close. So I think they need to bridge that gap and help streamers grow more on the platform to both bring people in, keep people on the platform, and keep people spending and keep people watching advertisements. I think that's one of the biggest problems, or that if they solved it, can help address a lot of the platform's issues, in my opinion. But I could be fucking biased because I'm like, yo, Twitch, bro, help a motherfucker out, dude. Help a motherfucker out. Promote my stream, Anyways, let me read some chats and then we'll bounce. Oh boy, I didn't even know about this. I didn't even know this is breaking news, Tabs. This is breaking news. Oh my god, can't believe Kick is taking down Twitch. I don't know if Kick is taking down Twitch, because for me, I don't know, bro. Honestly, Steven, I don't know if Kick is taking down Twitch, simply because I don't know how long Kick can maintain that website without bringing in massive amounts of revenue. Like, Kick is not going to get advertiser revenue, right? They're not getting advertiser revenue. So they're relying on the majority of like the gambling streams, pushing people over to like stake.com to recoup revenue that they're expending to keep kick.com up. I would love to see the ROI on that so far, but Amazon Web Services is extremely expensive. Working in cloud computing, I know. Yeah, dude, Steven, no kidding. Everybody jump ship to Kick. I'm gonna go back to Mixer. Let Amaranth do anything she wants. Twitch will be saved. No TOS, bro. No TOS. One thing I really liked about Mixer was how it highlighted less views. Exactly, Steven. Exactly. And Twitch has that like a little bit, but it's not enough. It's not enough. They need to be able to bridge the gap between like I said, the biggest tippity toppity streamers and then everybody underneath. But anyways, I digress as always. And yeah, that is the motherfucking YouTube video. That is Twitch CEO stepping down. And thank you guys very much for tuning in, whether you guys are tuning in live or whether you guys are catching the YouTube video. Boom. That's it. Done.